My name is David Clements. I'm a member of the Legislative Affairs Committee for the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm also an attorney at Clements Law here in DeLand. I'm just going to take a couple minutes and go over a couple items that are going to be on the ballot on November 3rd. The first is going to be the Amendment 2 dealing with the minimum wage increase. And then I'm going to discuss the ECHO / Volusia Forever programs that are set to sunset next year that are on the ballot as well. Amendment 2 is the $15 minimum wage initiative. And what this basically does is that when you increase the state's minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2026, the increase would start next year at $10 an hour, and then every year after that it would increase $1 per year until 2026. This is the current language in the Florida Constitution. Basically, minimum wage isn't stagnant. There's a mechanism in here that would increase minimum wage based on the rate of inflation. And Florida's current minimum wage is $8.56. If the initiative were passed by the voters, the highlighted language here would be inserted into the Florida Constitution. One thing to note here is after 2026, any increase in the state's minimum wage would revert back to basically how it's calculated now, based on the rate of inflation. Just to kind of summarize real quick, a yes vote would support the increase to the state's minimum wage, and a no vote would oppose the increase. The next two items I'm going to talk about are the ECHO and Volusia Forever programs. Volusia Forever was a program started in the year 2000 when the citizens of Volusia County voted to basically tax themselves 0.2 mils per year, and that tax is based on property values. So the purpose of the program is to finance the purchase and improvement of environmentally sensitive lands and resources. A vote yes for this would continue the program for another 20 years, and a vote no would allow the program to sunset. It's set to sunset next year on its own, but if it's not, but if voters vote yes, then the program will increase. If you're not familiar with what a mill is, a 0.2 mils is about 20 cents per $1,000 in property value. So if you have a property that has a taxable value of $200,000, you can think of that as costing you about $40 a year in property taxes. The Volusia ECHO program is similar to the Volusia Forever program. It was started in the year 2000, except this one deals with funding the purchase and restoration of cultural and historic sites. As an example, I believe the Bethune Memorial House over in Daytona Beach at Bethune-Cookman College was restored through this program. And this program is also set to sunset next year. So essentially a yes vote would authorize the continued property tax over the next 20 years, and a vote of no would just allow the program to sunset. That's all I had on these programs. If you have questions, I would encourage you to research the different amendments that are on the ballot. A good source of information is local newspapers. They usually put out a voter's guide, and that's a good source to kind of get an in-depth analysis on each initiative and each amendment.